In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your Noodle Tools tool to create a citation for a photograph. So I've logged into my account and I'm going to open my project folder. Remember, it's going to open to the next tab over, which is Dashboard, but what we want for creating a citation actually is to use the Sources tab. All right, now I've had a few people ask me about this. This comment section that comes up, this is just something that you can use if you need to leave yourself a note about a citation or a source that you used. Also, if you were working on a project with other people and you had a collaborative project folder going on to put citations in, you can leave each other comments here. If it bothers you to have that here, you do have the option to hide the comment section. So no big deal with that. All right, so let's click Create New Citation. And we are back to our options here. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that for creating a photograph or an image citation, you're going to come to this tab that says File. Click that open, and one of your options is photo or image. So we're going to choose that, and it's going to open up to our file. Now, one of the things that I would advise you to do is, instead of using the default, which lands here, you're actually going to want to come to this first one, because most of you are going to be using images or photographs that you find on websites. So you will have to change the tab there. There may be times that you might find an image in a database, but for most of the databases that we use at school, the citations are already provided. Okay, so we're on the first tab, Website, and we're going to cite a photo or image. Now, just for the purposes of showing you how to use the tool, the image that I'm going to cite, you are not going to cite. We actually have something planned for you in the next direction to use for your citation. So this one is just going to be an example. So the image or the photograph that I'm planning to cite is this one. So you do have to go back and forth between tabs to find your information. So the first thing I have to find out is the name of the container website. So that just means, what website is it on? Well, that's pretty easy to find. It's usually going to be up in the heading somewhere, and the website is Flickr without an E. So I'm going to type that in here. And sometimes Noodle Tools will give you these little exclamation points, and it'll tell you what it is if you hover over it. It's saying it should be capitalized, and that's probably true. Okay, and it goes away. Publisher of the site. Publishers, a lot of times you can just find that linked, or not linked, but listed on the bottom. I'm going to make a guess here. I'm going to guess it's Flickr also. I could be wrong. Okay, now I'm getting a little pop-up here. Okay, publisher of the site, look for a copyright statement, and usually you're going to find that at the bottom. Leave the field blank if the publisher's name is the same as the site. Okay, well that's good information, so I'm going to take that off. Okay, so we don't need it. The URL, well that's easy. I'm going to come back to my page where the image is. I'm just going to go ahead and copy that. Come back here, and I'm going to paste that in. And that's a long one. The date of the publication. I'm going to go back over here. And it says it was taken on September 5th, 2018. So September 5th, 2018. Date of most recent date of access. Okay, when am I getting or using that? And I'm just going to go ahead, and I would advise all of you to do this. Just click today. It will fill in the date for you. Artist. I guess artist is referring to the photographer, and I think there was one listed. Yep, it's Steve Harwood. So I'm going to go back and put in Steve Harwood. Last name or group. Oh, my bad. No middle name. Let's put in his last name. And there's no suffix. Type of image, it's a photograph. It's something that Steve obviously uploaded to Flickr. Title of photograph. Okay. Now, it looks like I could use what's listed here as the title. Medlock Bridge Park, something River National Recreation Area. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and come back. I'm going to paste that in. Now, if there was not a title to the image, then it is okay to simply provide a description. You could click that box, and if you put in your own description, then that's fine. Now, I'm not making up a description, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. Date created, copyright. I'm going to guess it's still that September 5th. The date the photograph was taken, or copyright date of the image. Okay, so let's put in the September 5th, 2018. I'm going to go back up here and double check what this was then. Date of publication or copyright. I'm just going to leave that. Okay, so I did put that in twice. All right, so I have pretty much filled in almost every bit of the fields that are there. And I'm going to go ahead now and click Save. And it's going to add it to my list of citations. So you can see now that I've got my book citation from before, and I now have an image citation. So I have two listed here. And that is how you use your Noodle Tools account to create a photo or image citation.